Welcome to the JobPack podcast, where we get practical insights from job seekers and professionals in less than 10 minutes. I'm Debashish Mishra, and today I'm pleased to welcome to the show JobPack member Donna Downes-Matreale, a customer success strategist from Philadelphia. Donna, welcome to the show, and tell us about yourself.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate that. I am a customer success strategist, as you said. So I'm a consultant who takes customers on a transformational journey and takes the pain out of that transition point. So taking you from where you are today and transforming customers into what they want to be tomorrow. So for a brighter tomorrow.
Great. And give us a little bit about your background.
My background is my background's very diverse. I started out many years ago as a programmer. So I have a technical background with also a marketing flair. So a combination of both. So I have a unique combination of business acumen and a deep understanding of IT knowledge. And going from there, I've been in a variety of industries, from telecom to healthcare, both provider and payer side, as well as working for government entities. I actually helped create a first ever in the country, actually, certainly in New Jersey, community policing department with Camden County Police Department, which is getting a lot of press today for actually transforming police departments. And I am currently right now working as a strategic fundraising consultant in a nonprofit and helping to make them a more data-driven organization. So I have a wide variety of industries that I've been in, and a lot of experience on both the strategic and the operational side.
That's fantastic. It's great to have so much breadth to be able to draw from. But what are some of the challenges that you're seeing out there as you've been conducting your job search?
I think the greatest challenge is, especially when you have a very diverse background and a nonlinear job history, as I have, is really getting clarity on what you're looking for. So really being able to fine tune your search or your networking to your end goal. So what is it that you really want to do? What is it that you love? What's your passion? And if you get straight on those, I think that it will lead you to the path that you need to be on. And you can have multiple destinations, if you will. So someone like me who has kind of a wide array of industries that I've been in, to really figure out where or how I fit into those industries. And that's why I kind of settled on that strategic advisor role in helping customers actually transform throughout the customer journey.
Yeah, it's so important to be really clear on what direction you're going in. I know one of the challenges I had starting out was I was all over the place, and one of my mentors said to me, just pick a lane. Thank goodness that she did. And
yes, picking a lane is incredibly important. I used to hear that all the time at the police department, because that's one of their things: stay in your lane, stay in your lane. And they finally gave up and acquiesced and said, just give her the whole expressway, because I have to take all the lanes. But you can't always do that. So it's great for a learning experience, but when you're searching, you really have to fine tune where it is you want to be, what it is that you want to do. Otherwise, if you don't know, then somebody else, a recruiter or a hiring manager, isn't going to be able to help you pinpoint that.
Absolutely. And you were one of our JobPack members. I'd be curious, what did you like about JobPack?
I liked the fact that everybody had a unique perspective on job searching. It wasn't, people were very experienced professionals, so this wasn't their first go around with job searching. So everybody had something that was a little bit different than the other. There was a lot of nuance and a lot of sharing of that. So things that I've been at this for a while, but things that I never even dreamed to think about in terms of just being organized about your job search were talked about, discussed, And it allowed me to develop some of those techniques for myself. So the community, and the fact that I thought the guest speakers that you had were excellent. They really were top notch and provided some valuable information and really kept the conversation going amongst everybody. So, and I love the breakout sessions, because I really felt like that gave me an opportunity to share some of the things that I've encountered, but also to really create that community, that sense of wanting to work with somebody that you saw last week and want to help them, and encouragement. How did you do with that interview? How did you do with that networking connection, or even just sharing information? I thought it was a great concept, and I'm still connected with some of the people that I met through my sessions.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love to hear that, because I think that's absolutely one of the best aspects about it, is just being able to draw on that community of other folks to be able to benefit from their experience. So I'm glad you got that out of it.
Yeah, for sure.
What's some of the best advice you'd give job seekers right now?
Right now, I think it would be you can't like throw yourself at job searching every single solitary moment of the day. You will burn yourself out. You really do need to make a schedule, make a calendar, put down what it is that you want to accomplish on what days, and stick to it. It's in many ways harder to job search than it is to actually work a full-time job. It's your life. You make it your passion. You want it so bad that you'll really just maybe spend a lot more time on it than you should. Give yourself a break. Kind of make yourself a schedule, build in break points within that schedule. Maybe you want to work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday full time, maybe 8-9 hours dedicated to your job search. And then Thursday and Friday, maybe you only want to do 4 hours both of those days, and then give yourself the time to enjoy the week, or do something, exercise, or read a book, or something that takes you away from the computer. So getting away from, especially now, because we're on Zoom all the time, so you really need a break. You want to, and the reason for the breaks, maybe you don't want to do them for 4 hours or whatever, but the importance of the break is that your mind can't go like that 24/7. You can't constantly be on the job search, and you won't be fresh, and you'll really do yourself a disservice if you don't take the time to step back and do something that gives yourself a little bit of, I need to step back and breathe. Just breathe.
You're so right. That is great advice in terms of just both having the organization and discipline to keep at it, but then not overdoing it and giving yourself mentally enough time to recharge, because it's hard to do if you're just, there's no fuel in the tank.
Absolutely. And you know, we so much of our time is our job in our career. So you really wind up, you want it so bad, and you just figure, if I just keep going, take a break. The break will it's a reset button, right? It just gives you that moment to recharge, like you said, refresh yourself, get new ideas, because your brain takes some time to really formulate what you've learned through the week, and you got to give your brain that time to do that. And when you do, you'll find that the next week you'll be that much further ahead in your job search. You'll have creative ideas. You'll be really charged up with what you've learned from the past week, and it'll allow you to move forward. It's all about moving forward, and you move forward one step at a time. So organization and building in some break time, meditate, exercise, get out in nature, whatever, but take that time to give yourself a reprieve, a little bit of a break.
Absolutely. Great advice. Last question. What was your first job?
Oh, my very first job out of college was working for Burlington County government. And I became, or that was not my first foray, but I was a Fortran programmer. So actually that was old school as you get. So I had to work with Fortran and COBOL, but got to do some very exciting things. Election day, we were on the computers and working with the Army Corps of Engineers on their floodplain. So that was the Fortran exposure that I had, and it was a great start, and a really great start. And interestingly enough, that was a job that I got through networking, through my mother. It actually was my mother mentioned to somebody that she worked with that I was looking for a job and what my experience and my IT experience was. And that woman's husband worked at Burlington County, and he was retiring, and he knew they were going to start to grow. And he introduced me to the gentleman director, and I interviewed, and that's how I got the job. So right out of the chute, I was networking. So networking is probably one of the things that you really want to focus the most on while you're interviewing, while you're doing your searching, I should say. Really build that network.
That's
Those
fantastic.
connections mean a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I have to give you credit. I remember taking Fortran when I was in college. I was not successful by any stretch of the imagination.
It's not for the faint of heart, is it? It's definitely a unique language and doesn't get any kind of exposure anymore, fortunately, probably, but it did its job. It served its purpose. So it's a powerful language, but not for the faint of heart. So I don't hold that against you at all. I think you did a good job. Just taking it is a good thing.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much for participating in the interview. It's been fantastic. It's been great having you on. And I want to thank everyone else, the audience, for tuning in. JobPack is a virtual job club that connects job seekers to accelerate job seeking success. You can find out more about it at jobpack.co, and there you can subscribe to the podcast or find it on other major podcasting platforms. So thanks again, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, Devash. Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you. Take care. Good luck.
Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you.